They have their hands in everything. Can they stay together? We've just noticed a powerful couple, which he was more powerful than she was, and Tiger. What does it take, man? Does it take that constant being together, or does it take that communication and trust? Because they're not together all the time.
You know what? I think it took sound like you, my friend. I think it took Jay-Z to be 40. They've been together 3 or 4 years, right?
40 ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
But I'm saying, can you imagine the women he's been through? And
can be.
And now he has everybody's ultimate woman for the most part. You know what I mean? We all have one.
Yeah.
That's probably his. Let me ask you this. Sandra Bullock.
Pull it for you.
Sandra Bullock walks through these doors.
Yeah.
And gives you the shot. And, that's one of your perfectly... And
right.
Y'all can make movies. I'm sorry, we can make movies.
Right.
And she gives you everything you want.
I would like to say I could. I would honestly like to sit here and go, I would like to say I could. But I want the thick Sandra Bullock, not the skinny one. If the skinny one walked through here, she can leave.
She's out.
But if the thick one walks through here, I'll take her. But I would like to think inside of me that I could. That I could.
You know what? I think, given the right circumstances, you could. And given the right circumstances, I could.
Like if everybody else was dead. That would help me out too, fella. That really help me out. I really think, I think I could, but somebody sent a deal in talking about, sent a deal on Facebook about us talking about being single, and someday you're going to be alone, and I went, where in the world would we be alone? I mean, where...
Are you going somewhere?
That's what I'm saying. Where in the world would we be alone? I don't, when I get old and can't take care of myself, I'm going to the nursing home. There's a lady who drives the deal around there, and she's going to go, the breathalyzer test again? Let me tell you.
I was having a conversation just yesterday about... They did a study in college about 60-year-old men, 70-year-old men, why they continue to work. Because they don't know anything different.
That's absolutely right.
Which means they don't want to go home and hang out with their wife. They would rather get a janitorial job
and work
to get away from her.
Yeah.
And probably the same way with women to men. But speaking of dead, did you watch the Cowboy game yesterday?
Yeah, I did, man. Can you tell about the game? Because I did one bad thing on this show today that I never ever do, and I'm going to walk over there and be sure we're okay. You keep telling about the game. I forgot my stopwatch, so keep going.
Ain't much to tell. The Cowboys fumbled on the first drive, missed a field goal in the second drive, gave up a long pass, game over. They've done it all year long. When they don't play well at the beginning and put points on the board, they struggle the whole game. And of course, that's how it happened. That's it. That's all I got to say. I didn't think Wade Phillips would be back, but I've changed my mind. I think he will. I think they'll all be back. I think they'll try to get him a safety. Flozell may be done. He's just old. He got hurt.
Yep.
I think they may try to do something there. Do they try to trade Barber? He's got like $70 trillion coming over the next few years.
I like him, man. I like him because he's such a tough, durable back. I know he did get hurt this year, but I like him. And what do you do with...
But he can't...
Yeah, you got Choice and Jones, so that's going to be tough.
I tell you what, they just didn't... To me, they were very predictable. They were very predictable.
I totally agree. I am so totally agreeing with that.
But Every time they play a team with a good defense, they usually struggle.
Yeah. And congratulations to the Jets. They beat the Chargers.
All right. So, that being said, we have our final four teams.
Yep.
Jets and Indy.
Yep.
New
Saints
Orleans
and
and Vikings. Who would you like to win?
I am going to pull. Listen, I am pulling for the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
And I will tell you why. I am pulling for it because I watched that. They've never won. I think Drew Brees is a great quarterback. Yes, I like Brett Favre, but I'm pulling for the Saints to win a Super Bowl for that city. I don't care who they play.
Tell you this. I sat there and went, man, I like Peyton Manning. I would not mind if they won the Super Bowl. And I went, God, if Brett Favre wins the Super Bowl, how good a story would that be?
That'd be awesome.
And I went, New Orleans never won one. God, that'd be sweet. And the Jets in San Diego were still playing, and I went, man, LaDamian's from Waco, be cool if he won. But if the Jets beat them and win it all, what a Cinderella story.
Rookie quarterback.
So, hell, I really don't care.
So I'm with you.
Good. 3 more good games. I'll be happy.
And they're good stories. There's a good story to everyone, so I agree with you that. Now, let's go speaking of good stories. We got the fortunate chance with our friends down at Hollywood Video, or Hollywood Jewel Theaters, to go see the Book of Eli early. We saw it Thursday night before it came out. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up.
I'm going to give it 2 right. You know what? Let me go this way.
Go that way. And I'm going to give it based on the story, and I love the cinematography. I love that. But I'm going to give it on the story, on the power, that they never really talked about religion, but it was about religion.
Let me tell you what. You don't hear that from this gentleman very often.
You're absolutely right.
And I'm going to tell you what. There was a few action scenes that were really good.
Yep.
Okay? Then it got a little slow for me. But the ending, the ending went, and that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. And let me tell you what, and you're right, you never hear me say this a lot, but let me tell you who makes the perfect villain for me was Gary Oldman.
He's always
I thought he did a good job. But that actually was a really good show. Really good movie. Go check that out. Do you know what time it is?
Is it?
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our joke of the day.
I'm going to give you a true story.
Let me have one.
This is a true story by George Phillips of Meridian, Mississippi, who was going to bed when his wife told him that he left the light on in the shed. George opened the door to go turn off the light, but when he did, he saw people in the shed in the process of stealing things. He immediately phoned the police, who asked, "Is someone in your house?" And George said no, and he explained the situation. Then they explained that all the patrols were busy, that he should simply lock his door and an officer would be there when available. George said okay, hung up, counted to 30, and phoned them back. He went, "Hello, I just called you a few seconds ago, but because there was people in my shed." "Well, you don't have to worry about it. I shot them all." Then he hung up. Within 5 minutes, 3 squad cars, an armed response units, and an ambulance showed up. Of course, the police caught the burglars red-handed. One of the policemen said to George, "I thought you said you shot them all." He went, "I thought you said nobody was available."
That is good.
So if that is a true story, that's a good one right there.
That is good. Hope everybody has a great Monday. We got some. I've got some ideas. I'm fixing to run by my cohort here about Cowboy and Lucky after this. As soon as we're done on this show, so he does not even know. So give him that surprise look. A surprise. Did you see the commercial? That's what I did. All right, dudes. Until tomorrow, I am Russ. He is Chris, and we are out.